guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So yes, we are here once again to do the TBR game. So yeah, you're going to see the cat. Last month I did complete my TBR. I'm still, by the time recording this, I'm still reading two of the books, but I'm going to finish them before the end of the month. So everything is nice, no punishments, everything is cool. So let's just get started. So as you can probably see, we have two guests today. Percy is just taking the spotlight, just laying right in front of the camera, but you know, we have both our guests, our favorite guests here. So as always, we're going to start with just one. So first throw, a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a author that is Black, Indigenous, or a person of color. You know what? I think it's time. I think it's time for me to continue reading the Broken Earth trilogy. Is it the Broken Earth? Yeah, I almost said the one by Mark Lawrence. But yeah, I've been wanting to finish this trilogy for a long time. There's also a readathon happening, I believe, soon. But yeah, I barely remember anything about the first one, not gonna lie. But I've always been really excited to finish this series, and you know what? It's time for me to do it. So now let's go with throw number 2. We have 2 dice now, so a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go here, and now we move over here. This is a great start, actually. This is a fucking great start. What is it, Levi? We just throw again. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bookshelf number 2. So for the prompt bookshelf number 2, we went to we got to an arrangement, right? In the last video, where we decided that this was bookshelf number 2, I believe. In case we didn't, I'm still going to choose a book from that bookshelf. So this is The Archive of the Forgotten by A.J. Hockwith. I've been really wanting to continue this trilogy because the last one is coming out this year, I believe. The last part of 2021, and you know, I really want like a quick read, so we're going with this one. In the first one, we basically follow this library in hell where all the unfinished stories go, and one day a character escapes, and it's the mission of the librarians to bring them back. It's super cool. I highly recommend the first one. It's super fun, but yeah, I'm really curious to continue. Okay, so throw number 4, I think. E7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The time that I decide to continue series. Like, really? Okay, so not going to happen this month in King Jameson. So for the first prompt, now I'm going to choose Master of Poisons by Andrea Hairston. I haven't heard that much about this book other than my friend Sarah talking about it. I will link her video down below. But I've been kind of interested in this book since I first saw the cover. I don't know why, but I think that it reminds me a lot of like City of Lies for some reason, and that was such an underrated gem that I'm like, I need to read this. It might be as good. So yeah, honestly, no clue what this one is about. But yeah, I'll be reading Master of Poisons for the first prompt. So I'm cheating a little bit because I don't usually pick the book club picks for the prompts. This month I'm doing it. You know what? I'm doing it. So for this, I'm going to choose The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. This is going to be the Space Sirens book club pick for May. So I'm super excited to read this one. I only remember that we follow 2 different POVs. For what I understand, this is also very heavy on the politics. And I've been really wanting to read more of those type of political intrigue, core intrigue type of fantasies. I've heard great things about this one, so I think it's going to be fantastic. But yeah, I decided to change for The Unbroken. Okay, let's continue with throw number 5, I believe. A3. 1, 2, 3. Sci-fi book. Well, at least we have something. So for a sci-fi book, I have finally decided that it's time for me to read Chaos Vector by Megan E. O'Keefe, which is the sequel to Velocity Weapon, which I really like. It was such a great book, such an underrated book, But yeah, it's time for me to read the sequel. Basically, in the first one, we follow Sanna. She is fighting this war, and then suddenly she wakes up, she's in an enemy ship, and the war has ended, basically, and everyone has died. The cool thing is that she is a prisoner on this super cool AI ship. It's just amazing. I highly recommend you check out the first book. I'm super excited to read this finally, like so excited. And I'm also going to listen to it instead of reading it because the audiobook for the first one was great, and I suppose that the audiobook for the second one is also going to be amazing. So let's just go with the next throw. A 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thriller. This is interesting because it's a really quick read. So for a thriller, you see, I actually don't own any thriller. Well, I do have The Silent Patient, but I'm not really feeling it. Maybe. But for now, I'm sticking with The Minders by John Mars. It's a thriller with a little bit of a sci-fi element to it. Basically, we follow these, I believe, 6 different people, and all the information in the world is stored between these 6 people, and someone is trying to kill them or something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of hit or miss with John Mars. I'm really excited to continue reading his works to see, you know, where I fell in all of them. But yeah, I was really curious about this one. I bought it immediately when I saw that it had come out. But yeah, I'm quite excited actually. Let's just continue with the next throw. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apocalyptic. Do I still have apocalyptic books on my shelves? I don't know. So for apocalyptic, I'm not sure if this one counts, but you know what? I'm counting it. My game, my rules. So for apocalyptic, I'm using Born by Jeff Vandermeer because if I remember correctly, the main protagonist goes into this kind of desolate city that's kind of destroyed, and she's a scavenger. So I believe everything is probably like wrecked and shitty. I don't know, I just think it's apocalyptic. I don't know much about the plot of this book, but I've heard many of my friends really loving it. This was gifted to me by my friend Monica at Rereads. She has always wanted me to read this, so this month is happening. I'm really curious. Jeff Vandermeer, I love Annihilation. I love Annihilation. I hated the sequels, but I love Annihilation, so it's time to continue. I'm also quite excited for his new release that is coming out, I believe this month or maybe next month. But I'm also really curious about that one. But first, Born. Okay, throw number, I no longer remember. A 3. 1, 2, 3. The Jail. So for this, we are going to throw one of the die, and we need to guess if the next throw is going to be higher or lower. So let's just go with 1. I'm guessing lower. If it's also a 6, we lose. But I'm guessing lower. We continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. What is going on today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, this is great. So we have fallen on the death square, so we're going back to the beginning. Yay. The month where I didn't want to read shit because I have my finals. This is great. This is so great. Like, so let's just go with throw number 1 again. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Random. I'm just so sad now. So okay, let's just use a random number generator. I'm just like this is great. I think that instead of just putting a number, an approximate number of the books, I'm going to put first 4, like for the different shelves. Well, should I count that one? That only has Oathbringer and Crown of Swords. I'm not going to count that. So, random number. I'll just record my screen for a second. I'm just going to put 4 because one shelf, 2, 3, and the other one there. Well, I have also floating shelves. It doesn't matter. We're going to let's just do it with the damn shelves. So now you can see it on the screen. Let's just go generate 2. Damn it, I didn't tell you which number. So this is going to be, let's just do it again. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Let's just go again. 3, okay, in this one.
So here I have, let me count real quick how many books I have already in the shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay.
So in this shelf, I only have 14 unread books, so I'm going to put 1 till 14. Let's just see, we will count starting on the top. Number 8, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So for this, I'm going to read 16 Ways to Defend a Walled City by K.J. Parker. Okay, not bad. I've been really wanting to read this book actually for a long time. You know, see now I'm a bit happy, like happier a little bit, but not too much. So this is basically a story about a city under siege, for what I remember. I'm quite excited. I tried to read it physically and that didn't work, so I will listen to the audiobook because I believe this has an audiobook. But yeah, I'm quite excited actually. Don't want a 7. He's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank fucking God. Honestly, I feel like so sad right now. Why? 8, 7. No, not in 7 here. An 8. Oh, what a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we throw again. Okay. Okay, we're having a little bit of a good luck here. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A classic. A classic. I'm not really feeling like reading a classic, but I think I have one in mind. So for a classic, you know, I was having such good luck, and now a classic, like... So for this, I'm going to read The Midwich Cuckoos by John Wyndham, because, you know, I'm counting these as classics, and they are damn classics. So, sci-fi classics. But I have read 2 other books by him. I liked the first one, wasn't a huge fan of the second one, but I have high hopes for this one. I love the adaptations of this movie, or this movie, of this book. But yeah, from what I remember, all the women in this town get pregnant at the same time, and when they give birth, all the children are like really weird. So yeah, kind of alien invasion. I'm here for it. We'll see what happens. Like, I'm a little bit iffy about this one, but we'll see. So many fucking books, man. Like, so many fucking books. Okay, let's continue. This is so fucking sad. I'm good with whatever here. A 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bookshelf number 3. So for bookshelf number 3, I'm counting this as bookshelf number 3 because we have 1, 2, 3. I really need to add 4. Or maybe I just can merge these two and call them both bookshelf number 3. I think that I have asked you this question before, but we'll see. For this, I'm choosing Embers of War by Gareth L. Powell because he's coming out with a new companion, I believe, this month of sci-fi, of his sci-fi stories, and I really want to try that. But first, I'm going to read Embers of War. He's also writing a book with Peter F. Hamilton, which has me like so excited, but like so excited. But yeah, Embers of War, no idea what this one is about, other than it's a sci-fi. That's all I need to know. 100% going to read this. Like, I'm super excited. I've been craving sci-fi for a long time, but yeah, this month we're mostly choosing sci-fi. Okay, throw number, I don't know, 13? Something like that. This... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A reread. Okay, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. For a reread, I've been talking about this for a long time. I didn't have the time to do it this month, so I'm doing it next month. I'm rereading The Sword of Kaigen by Emma because I just hate myself apparently. But it also counts for my Reddit TBR, so we're starting to just knock those out of the way. But yeah, I'll be rereading The Sword of Kaigen, which was my favorite book of last year. I'm so not over that book. I always get so sad just thinking about it. But yeah, that's going to be my reread, because I also really want to try the audiobook. I really want to try the audiobook. So yeah, Sword of Kaigen. I'm not even going to tell you what this one is about. You can just check it on every single video that I basically made, because I cannot seem to be able to shut up about The Sword of Kaigen. You know what? I'm kind of scared because we're getting closer to here again. And no, I refuse to fall so fucking times. Like, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Anything but an 11. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A book with less than 1,000 ratings. So for less than 1,000 ratings, you see, this is quite tricky. I have 2 options here, 2 books that I really want to read. One of them is The Black Coast by Mike Brooks, which I already kind of selected last month, but I didn't get the chance to get to it on April. So it has dragons. I'm excited. But I also have We Are the Dead by Mike Shackle, which I really want to read. This book has been calling to me for a long time. So what should I do? What should I do? One of these 2. If I don't have enough time, I might go for this one because it's shorter. But maybe this one. Maybe if Taylor hasn't read it yet, I will buddy read this with her. But I don't know which one of the 2. This is confusing. I don't know which one of the 2. But one of these 2, basically. I'm so mad that I'm just going to throw the dice from here, okay? Don't judge me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank fucking God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A friend's pick. So for a friend's pick, I'm kind of too lazy to pick the books, if I'm being honest. But I'm just going to send one of my friends. I haven't decided who yet, but I think I'm going to send them The Algebrist by Ian Banks, Invisible Planets by Ken Liu, and another sci-fi, The Consuming Fire. The Consuming Fire, yeah, I'm seeing it, yeah. The Consuming Fire by John Scalzi. Those 3. And they'll pick the one that I will read next month. All of them sci-fi, of course. We're just reading sci-fi this month. So because we're in the final throw, we are only going to use one. I swear that if we only get that, if we just get 1 now, I might fucking cry. Like, I might fucking cry. Thank God. And we are done. God, this was awful. So for the last book, meaning whatever book that I want, mood read, whatever, I'm going to choose Blackflame by Will White. Book 3 in the Cradle series. I've talked about this series a lot lately, so I'm just not going to repeat the same thing, but I'm just really excited to continue. And I'm also using this for the Reddit TBR, you know, because I can actually count Soul Brand when it comes out, but you know what? I'm just going to count Blackflame. This is my new comfort, like, series. It's just so good, man. So good. I've been really trying to just get 1 a month, not binge them all. Book 9 just came out, and I'm just excited. I'm so happy. Look at me. We're going to end this on a good note. Happiness. I have like 13 books. Like, I know that it doesn't sound like much because I usually read that amount every month. But you see, I usually read 13 because I just mix really short books in between or something that I really want to read, not just like fucking TBR books. This is going to be a fucking disaster. And I also really wanted to read Malazan this month, but I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think so. With 13, no. So that's going to be all for today. Have you read any of these books? Please just wish me luck. Just wish me luck for this month. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.